Good morning, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to click on this video. I hope that if you are not subscribed, you'll subscribe. I am Deidre, by the way. Hello. Today I am doing one of my favorite videos to film as well as watch. It is going to be my September count up, figuring out how much I have saved in my sinking funds between my binders and some online accounts. Before I get started, I just actually wanted to show this off. This was from my sister's wedding. She had everybody's name as their little place setting at their place setting, so we all knew where to sit. And because my name is so unique, you don't really find things with my name on it. So I'm going to be keeping that on my desk here. I actually do have this that I got probably a decade and a half ago when I was traveling in Ontario. At some little shop. Honestly, don't remember where, but again, I almost never see my name, so I had to buy it. I used to keep this at work, but because I don't work at I don't work at the office very much. I do work a lot. I just don't work at the office very much. I brought it home. So yeah, I just wanted to show those off. I hope everybody is doing well. So we will be doing my binders as well as my online accounts. I'm going to start out with some of my online accounts. So you will never see any tracking in any binders for these, as money just goes into them every single paycheck and just gets built up. And when I have to pay for something, obviously I transfer the money. So first up is vehicle, which is for vehicle maintenance, repairs, etc. I'm saving up for some winter tires as well. I think I should get one this winter out of them. I don't drive a lot in the winter, and my plan is then to run my winters as my summer tires, as the ones I use for summer are just not my favorite. They're a decent tire. They just they ride a little rough, and yeah, so I would rather buy a new set of winter tires and then just run those out. Again, I don't drive a lot, so that is kind of a saver for me in not having to buy tires all the time. So at the end of August, in my vehicle account online, I had $833.55, and at the end of September, I have $864.59, which is a difference of $31.05. For 2024, I've been transferring $15 a paycheck, and I get paid bi-weekly, so that should be $30 plus obviously that little bit of interest, which always does help. Next up is household, and this I used to just earmark for bigger things, like if I need to replace a floor lamp, if I need to replace towels, bedding. I have replaced bedding with this account, but I've since decided going forward, I'm also going to use it in case I need to buy stuff like paper towel, because I'm not buying that all the time. Toilet paper, again, not buying that all the time. I'm a single person. Nobody pretty much comes and visits me, which is okay. So I do save money that way. So things like that, if I need to buy stock up on some cleaner, like if it's a good deal out at Costco or something like that, that's what I will take the money from. Also, I will be increasing this next year. I will be increasing the amount I put towards my vehicle. I'm just realizing I need to put more in there. It's a great thing about budgeting. You can make adjustments. So at the end of August in this account, again online, I had 120.66. And at the end of September, I have 66.27, so it is down $54. Money did go in, but I did need to buy some household things with that. So that is why it is down. Hopefully I will not need to buy anything for the rest of the year, so it can just grow again. Next up is Christmas. I am saving for Christmas. This is my third year saving up for Christmas, starting every January. I don't have very many people to buy for. I have my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. I now have a brother-in-law. I have been buying him things previously. They've been together about 4 years, but he's officially my brother-in-law. And then I do have a couple friends I like to give little things to, but sometimes I just take that from my gift money, or if I'm not really going to be spending a lot in my spending money, I will take from there. So I put $20 bi-weekly. That is what I'm budgeting again next year too. So in Christmas, at the end of August, I had $341.41, and at the end of September, I have $381.82. So the $40 plus an extra 41 cents in interest, which is great. So I'm going to be starting out with this binder, which is more of like the binder that I tend to use more frequently. It's categories that get stuffed quite often and then get used. So first up is hair. My hair appointment is not until the middle of October, so it will get, I think, 2 more stuffings before my appointment. And at the end of August, I had $60 in there, and I should have 100, but let's double check. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, which is good. And by the way, I just have my laptop off to the side. I use an Excel spreadsheet. It does all these calculations for me in terms of how much I'm up and how much I'm down. That's just my preference. I am sort of a spreadsheet girl, so that's why I don't physically write it out. And then also it's something I can look back on and go, oh yeah, I really did make progress in some areas. So it's a good visual for me. Next up is nails. My nail appointment isn't until actually the middle of October as well. So at the end of August, we had $15 in there. This one gets money every single paycheck. It should have 30, and that's enough for one appointment. We have 10, 20, 25, and 30, which is correct. Next up is beauty. After I get this into the envelope, beauty had nothing at the end of August, and it has nothing that it did get money. So it did get money from a savings challenge, and then it did get money, I think, from a paycheck. I can't remember. But what I did was I bought some, so I was eyeing something off of Sephora in terms of a skincare set. I decided to go on to Poshmark. I am a seller on there. My link is in the description below. I have been selling on Poshmark since I think 2020. It might be 2021. Anyways, it's helping me declutter and earn a little bit of extra. But I went on and I found the skincare brand, and I found some sellers selling some brand new items, and I decided to buy those instead of the set on Sephora. When I looked on the set on Sephora, I thought it was the full size cleanser because that's what the description said, but the picture was for the smaller size, not like a travel size, but like it's just a smaller size. And then eventually Sephora fixed the description. So I was like, you know what? That's not such a good deal. So that's why I got it off of Poshmark. It has nothing in there. That is why I use sinking funds. So when I see something and I want to purchase, then I have the money. Next up is clothes. Clothes at the end of August had $30, and we should have 40 in there. I'm not eyeing anything clothes wise. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So it is up $10 in there. Hopefully I can build that up a little bit more. Next up is travel. I will let you know that I am thinking on this. It's taken me a long time to build this category up, and not that it's sort of not at the forefront of my mind that I would like to go on a trip. The last trip I technically took was to Vegas in 2015 with my mom. I have gone camping with my parents for I think about 5 years now, which is really nice. I like getting out camping. It's nice to just be able to like do absolutely nothing, basically just sit around, play some games, do some crosswords, just take their dog for a walk around the camp. I am thinking about potentially pulling out $1,000 from this travel. I'm still thinking on it, so I haven't done it, but I was thinking of putting it towards my debt. I do have a line item in my budget, hopefully for next year, that travel will be getting money every single paycheck. So it won't fully rebuild this up if I do take the 1,000, but once I have my debt paid off, I can probably throw some more at this. I'll let you know what I decide, but that is what I'm thinking of. Kind of hurts my heart, but getting that debt gone by like July, August is my goal. So I will let you know if that happens. But for right now, we do have some money in the bank, but we have, as it's been accruing interest for a few years, we do have 1,000, 100, 200, 300 in placeholders. Plus there is money in the bank. There's actually an interest of $18.64. Plus we also have $15 in cash. So we actually have $1,333.64. So yeah, that's why I was thinking at least, if I pull 1,000, I would still have over $300 in here. If I budget what I'm hoping to budget for travel next year, I'd add over $700 in here. Is that enough to go on vacation? Not realistically. I live in Canada. It costs a lot of money to fly anywhere. I wasn't planning on necessarily going on a trip next year, so I'll wait and see. But just to throw a big chunk at my debt would be really nice. I've been trying to put tons towards it, and it's coming down a lot. I will do an update probably at the end of the year where my debt is at. I've been making a lot of sacrifices for that. So the end is coming. I can see it. So that's why I'm thinking of doing that. So next up is gifts, which is gifts for pretty much birthdays, things like that. I did contribute towards a coworker. She just got married, and our boss asked if we would like to contribute some money to get her a gift card. And of course, I was like, yes, she is. Her and I are so similar. We get along very, very well. So of course I did. So I took $20 out of here to send to my boss so we could get her a gift card. So at the end of August, I had $25 in here and some money went in, but then I did take some money out. So we have $15 in there now. And I don't think gifts will probably get too much more. I don't have any coming up until next year. So we will see. Next up is technology, which is sort of a priority. I'm thinking of using a savings challenge to put some more in here just because I know my phone will need to be replaced at some point. But at the end, let me just find my technology. Sorry. At the end of my at the end of August, I had $351.87 because I am earning a little bit of interest as this money is in the bank. So I still have the $350 in placeholders, but I did earn an extra 41 cents in interest. So I have $352.28 in that account. So next up is giving. Giving is always getting money. And then when I make a donation, it obviously goes down. So at the end of August, I had $5 in there, and I should have 20 today, but let's just double check. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So that is good. That is up $15. So that is all for this binder here. Next up is more long-term, sort of annual things that I have to pay for. So first up is my condo insurance, which I pay yearly. And I paid for in July, and I am fast tracking. I am saving this up as fast as I can. I think I'm done at the end of October. I'm pretty sure because I have 3 paychecks in October. So just trying to go off of memory. So at the end of August, I had $100 in here, and each shape is 25. So we have 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, and 200. And that is what I have in there. So that is great. I need another 175 and then it will be done. And then I won't need to worry about it. Next up is my renewals, which is actually down $100. I just haven't written it in because my vehicle registration was due this month. And so it also has my AAA. So I will be fast tracking again this to save up for my vehicle registration. I believe I'm saving it up in October or December. I will probably do it over 2 paychecks, and then I won't have to worry about it again until September, which is great. Next up is subscriptions. I pay for Netflix monthly, but I do pay for Amazon Prime yearly. I'm still on a student, I think, until next year. And then I'll have to obviously decide if I want to keep Amazon Prime. I mainly use it for the shipping. I don't watch too much on in terms of movies or anything like that. But it's also for my XM Sirius radio. I do listen to it while I work. And I got a good deal. I got it for 2 years at $5 a month. So next year I will need to save up another 70 just to throw out my credit card. And then in 2026, I can decide what I want to do with that. But I should have $50 in here as I did last month, but let's double check. 20, 30, 40, and 50, which is good. No change in there, of course. All right, next up is health, which is just like a health buffer. I do have insurance through my job, just in case I need to pay for something, and I am missing something. So I did need to use money out of her here earlier this year, so I hopefully want to get this up to $150, and we will see what happens. So at the end of August, I had 35. I should have 45. So 25, 35, 45. So it is up $10 in there. Again, I'm going to take some money probably from a savings challenge and put it in here once those are completed. Next up is my furniture, which is sitting in the bank, and I have $400, which is great. I hope to not spend this for my current place. Everything seems to be okay. I'm hoping this will be for a future place. I know I will need to start adding to that, as just looking at some of the prices on furniture, just in the flyers and whatnot, stuff isn't cheap. So, and I hope to get a place where I can have a second bedroom. So I'll need to buy like a frame and a mattress. I probably wouldn't get like a super expensive frame or mattress, just for if somebody wants to stay over. So, and then probably a new couch or a chaise lounge or potentially a sectional. We will see. So that's in the future. That will get some love eventually. Rainy days, just to help build a buffer, sort of like in my emergency fund. There's nothing in there. Date night, time for myself, whatever I want to do. I've been using it for yoga, but if I wanted to go and do something that costs a little more, like a comedy show or a concert, although concerts are so expensive, so I'd really have to think if I wanted to do that. At the end of my spreadsheet just did something. Okay, at the end of August, I had $15 in here, and at the end of September, I have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So I'm up. If I do want to do the next round of yoga, I think I need another 40. Haven't decided yet. Currently doing yoga that I already paid for out of that fund. Next up is this. This is future stuff. So a future pet. I don't have one right now, but I would like to get one when I buy a different place, as I can't have one where I currently live. At the end of August, I had 75, and there's been no change, so I'm not even going to count it. I know that it's the same. Debt payoff. This was extra to help me pay off my debt, which has helped. So I haven't cleaned the tracker or anything. I haven't put in anything. So at the end of August, there was nothing. September, at the end of September, there's still nothing. New home. This is obviously for a new home, like anything related to new home. Legal fees, if I need to buy some small things, that type of thing. New home had $60 at the end of August, and we should have 60, 55, and 60. So that is good. Next up is appliances. Again, I'm hoping this is appliances for a future place, not my current place. At the end of August, we had $40 in there, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. It hasn't gotten love in a while, which is okay. There's other priorities. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So no change in there. On my tracker, I do have some of the binders because I did previously use them. My goal is to use them again in the future. They're just kind of sitting on the sidelines for now. So the one binder is Save All You Want, which is from Gail. Everything I use is always linked below. This one I've saved up twice. I saved up $200 in April and $140 in June. I'm not using it right now, but I will. So I just keep track of it just because it's easier for me. And then there is the iris binder, which again, I completed. I can't remember when. I think it was earlier this year because I got some money for Christmas. I put it in here. I put money toward my debt when I unstuffed it. So I'm sure it's in one of my old videos. I just can't remember which one, probably back at the beginning of the year. This one has had 0 for quite a while, but it's just on my tracking. Next up is my month ahead binder, which the savings challenge is at the front. I do not count because those usually go towards debt or sinking funds. So I'm not adding those up. So we have 2 that are completed for my month ahead. These are from April at April Designs Fields or April's by Designs Fields. April does have a YouTube channel, which is April's on a Budget. She is Canadian. So I'm saving for a month ahead of my bills. So I have cell phone, which is 60, gas, which is 60. And I have $60 in my car insurance. So this one will be fully funded in October. And I believe also groceries will be close to being fully funded. So I have 180 in my month ahead binder. At the end of August, I had 120. So a difference of $60, which is awesome. So at the end of August, we were just shy actually. We had $4,199.46. So we were just shy of 4,200. And at the end of September, across all my different categories, I have $4,383.60, which is $184.14 more, which is awesome. I'm so pleased with this. This just reaffirms why I need to keep doing what I'm doing. because these different categories are super important. And even if they're not top priority, it's good to know that I do have money there. It might be lower next month. I haven't decided again what I'm doing with that travel, but if I do take it, at least I know it's going towards debt and that I know I can build it back up. And it's not like I have a vacation that's actually coming up that I need to pay for. But yeah, I'm super pleased with that. If you are not somebody that keeps track of your sinking funds, if you're not somebody that has many sinking funds, I highly recommend starting. Start out small. $2, $5 here or there really does add up. And this is taking me years to get to this point. So don't compare yourself to me. I try not to compare myself to others. We are all on our own budgeting journey. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that you'll leave me a comment down below, and I would love to know which sinking fund, if you have one, that you really love to add money to. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye, everybody.